Before we kick off and roll the next episode of Stories Inside the Man Cave podcast, I want you to pay a visit to laststandhats.com. That is where you'll find an incredible line of collegiate and uniquely designed hats, as well as polos, including these State of Texas themed polos. And there are other types of polo shirts which you may see me wear. And before you finalize your purchase, use this promo code right here, MANCAVE10, for 10% off. As for the next episode of Stories Inside the Man Cave, let's ride.
Hey y'all, Kevin Hutchison here with Realty Austin, and I am grateful to be a part of Stories Inside the Man Cave, a homegrown podcast just like my own business.
Tes Sawyer.
Sean Clinch.
Man, it is this is kind of a joke. I love it though because it adds humor to it. Tuesdays with Tess, and when people see this, it will be Thursday. That's okay. That's a testament to your busy life, my busy schedule.
Better late than never.
Yeah, exactly. As long as we get us once a week, I think everybody's okay with it, right?
That's right.
Hey, we've got a packed show, installment number 10 of this, and we're approaching quickly the 200th episode of Stories Inside the Man Cave podcast, and got to give a lot of love to our guys here at Honest AC and Plumbing. You see the graphic, you see that lower third graphic. They have been phenomenal, very supportive of everything we do with the pod, very supportive of Tes Sawyer too. Since it's winter is approaching, we've got that time of year where we do have cool mornings. If you are about to start your heater, call these guys before you do. Have it maintained, and yeah, it's highly important. It's vital because you don't know what is inside of your heater, all that. I'm not going to get all clinical, if you will, with the heater because I don't know. All I know is call Honest AC and get your heater, your furnace, as the old school people say. Get it maintenance. So as we start, Tess, the Longhorns head up north a couple of states to Manhattan, Kansas, and they call it the Little Apple. My first question is, what do you know about the Little Apple, and have you ever been there?
I know nothing. I only go to Big Apples.
The Big Apples. You actually lived in the
I did.
Big Apple.
I did live in the Big Apple. And you know, I don't want to hurt the Little Apple's feelings. I'm sure it's glorious in all of its wonder.
Yeah.
I just haven't been there.
That's okay.
I wish I was there for the game on Saturday.
Man, it's going to be amazing. Night game, and it's called Aggieville. There's a street, entertainment district for students, Aggieville in the Little Apple. It is one of the most underrated college towns. I went in there with oh my God, we're almost in Western Kansas. What could possibly be exciting about that? There's actually a little hilly area right outside of town called the Flint Hills. You think of from the Wizard of Oz that Kansas is flat, nothing there. There's a little Flint Hills region and a military installment. It's pretty cool, actually. I mean, I thought I was going to be bored to death driving through Kansas, and the two times I've been there, very impressed.
Little Apple.
Little Apple's pretty cool. The student body's phenomenal.
Yeah.
The stadium is really cool. Seats about 55,000, but it is louder.
I thought you were going to say 50. I was like, that's awesome.
That's awesome. 50 people.
Like, no wonder they call it the Little Apple.
Little Apple. And I've never seen an apple in Manhattan, Kansas. At all, ever. I don't know where it is. There may be something like they do at New Year's Eve in NYC. I don't know, but somebody probably coined the phrase because it's Manhattan. You know,
right?
It's caught on.
It's the same name. Yeah.
So you and I are devoted college football fans, and we know the month of November, you find out who is truly contenders or pretenders, because this is where teams elevate. you find out who's real, who's not, who's all talk, and who's really going to become a name brand that we're going to talk about over the next 4 to 5 weeks. What excites you about this particular November?
Well, just like you said, I think it's finally like coming down to the wire. We're trimming the fat. We know who's good and who's not. What excites me about this November, I feel like Texas we're just hanging on by this thread, and we still have an opportunity. Yeah. And the opportunity is in the next 3 games. Yeah. So I think, it really is going to determine our destiny will be determined clearly by if we win on Saturday, and then if we beat TCU at home after that. It could shake things up, but so I mean, you're saying there's a chance.
Saying there's a chance.
So I'm like, it's not a total wash yet. So I think, even though some things have, obviously a couple of losses that we didn't want to have, but I still think there's an opportunity here for us to at least make a bowl, and then just kind of maybe redo what we kind of screwed up earlier. But
yeah, 3 losses in the season, and we're going to talk about a certain poll that the only one that really matters. The first edition of this came out, and we'll get to that shortly. But one thing I love about this game that's coming up, obviously nights in Manhattan, it means that the game's important. So it's Bijan versus Deuce Vaughn, and this is 2 of the best running backs in the country, hands down. In my mind, both are Heisman candidates, 13th and 14th respectively in the country as far as total rushing yards. Bijan, I mean, look at the numbers, very much equal, both exciting to watch. Bijan has double the touchdowns simply because I think Deuce had some injuries. But if you remember, Deuce blasted. I mean, really set the tone for K-State last week when they completely embarrassed the Fighting Mike Gundys.
Oh, you mean OSU? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I got my U's mixed up. I'm sorry. Mike
That's
Gundy,
all right.
yes. Also, no. Good Lord. So the biggest blowout besides another blowout, 49-0.
49-0.
Don't know who that was. But yeah, he's good and he's fast. I think Bijan's better. But I can't wait to see them. Yeah, I can't wait to see this little matchup.
This is awesome. I mean, and happy birthday to Deuce Vaughn. It's I believe his 21st birthday.
Happy birthday, Deuce.
Way to go, Deuce.
Be responsible this evening.
Be very responsible and Aggie.
You have a football game to play on Saturday. Actually, be irresponsible. I'm sorry. Pull like one of those varsity blues nights where you like go to the strip club and you see your teacher and shit like that.
All of that was in Austin, Texas, basically.
Sure was.
The landing strip. I think it's changed names by the airport.
I don't know. You would know, Sean.
I don't have a club pass.
Whatever.
A frequent
I know you
visitor.
hang out at strip clubs by the airport.
The prime ribs are phenomenal and they're high quality.
There's actually a Gaddy's Pizza next door.
Is it?
But I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tess? No knowledge of lap dances and Mr. Gaddy's Supreme Pizza next door.
Gotta love a Gaddy's.
So this is I got to give this because the head coach at Kansas State basically is enamored by Sark's offense.
I think if there's one thing I'd say, just watching Texas, they do as good a job as anybody that we've played as far as we're getting our best players the football, and we're going to make sure that you have to defend our best players for 4 quarters from sideline to sideline, whether it's the wide receiver to the tight end to the running back. getting touches everywhere.
I mean, I guess if you and I were coaches and we're studying Texas, I think that would jump out, especially what you see every first half of every game so far.
Yeah. I mean, Andy, he's right. I think it's undoubtedly that our offense is very good. I mean, I don't think this is any new thing this season. It's just we have to execute it.
Yeah.
And be consistent. And, we can't just look good. We got to show what we do.
Well, what they got to figure out, overcome. I think this is going to be an ideal opportunity. They have to figure out the second half BS.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're coming off a bye week. I know they're developing players. I know they're doing whatever they have to because they got to figure this out. The next step in growth is at least get 3 quarters out of this team. Offensively, defensively, special teams are there, but offense has been the problem as far as an entire game.
No, it's like fourth quarter, and we're like, let's take a nap.
Take a little nappy.
Nap time. Let's go home. We have to play all 4 quarters. I hope they were working out this last week.
I think they were. I think they got to see their family at a 3-day weekend, back at it Monday. If you look at how it's set up, all the eyes of the country will have the opportunity, or the country's eyeballs will have an opportunity to see if Texas is making progress. The night game in Manhattan, as we've said 3 times already, Texas wins these next 4 games. They'll play for a Big 12 championship, or at least one of the spots. I'm almost positive that will happen if they can win these next 4, because November is going to be a lot of fun. I mean,
yeah, this is it.
This has got to be it. So
separate the men from the boys.
The men from the boys. Hey, the only poll that matters, because it has a formula, and it's going to prompt us to TikToking in the man cave, is usually reserved for the bottom part of the show, usually our episodes. But this is kind of a Rocky Top version. They get it. They truly get it. In Knoxville, Tennessee. Check out this pregame game day environment. The song Rocky Top, Tennessee, kind of modernized with I don't know. You be the judge. This is pretty cool, actually.
Wish that I was on a Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills.
That was a little long.
That's okay. It was great.
Little.
No, it's cool. I mean, they might actually win a national championship, so they got to perfect their, entertainment.
Oh my God! So that I want to go to a game in Knoxville so badly.
Yeah.
And the reason why we did that is because of this. The first CFP rankings came out. Tennessee, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Number 1, and it's shocking, and I want to pull this off right here. This is shocking to me, and this is the only poll you need to be interested in. It's the only one that matters. Mm-hmm. Tennessee, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, right now, if the season ended, these 4 would be in the playoffs. Michigan and Alabama on the outside looking in. Tes, we got to have Tes Sawyer's thoughts on this. Is anything about that shocking?
Alabama on the outside. Hello. That's kind of fun. I've been waiting for them to get outside of the Kiwanis Club for a long time.
And they were smashing their wieners up against the
Unlike
window.
Kiwanis Club windows. I'm so excited that Alabama is on the outside. You know, what am I else on my shot? I don't think Clemson.
I don't either.
Yeah, that's silliness. Silliness at number 4. As far as the top 3, I agree. In that order, I don't know.
No.
But yeah, I think those are the 3 best football teams right now.
Yeah. You look, I agree with you. The top 3, it doesn't matter which order except number 1. If you're number 1, you get the bottom rung of the top 4. 2 and 3 are interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find out a lot. This is part of this November madness that I'm stressing here. Number 1, Tennessee, and number 3, Georgia, this Saturday.
Woo!
Somebody's getting knocked off. Someone, I don't know if they'll be knocked out of the race, depending on how close it is.
That's kind of like a pre-natty cursor because like there's a possibility the 2 of those could face each other in the national championship. So, gosh, what a cool game.
Yeah, I can't wait. I wish we were there for that one. It's,
Ooh. Woo!
Rocky Top, Tennessee, in Athens,
Are they
Georgia.
playing in Athens?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
woo! That's going to be a good one.
SEC fireworks right there. You go to the right. Texas is in it. You know, people are going to crush me for saying this, but if Texas goes 4-0 in the month of November, you're going to face the likes. You're going to have, obviously, 13th ranked Kansas State, currently 7th ranked TCU, Kansas, and Baylor, who is trying to work their way back into it. If you beat those 4 teams, and Kansas is in there, they're not in the mix, but if you go 4-0, that would put Texas, dare I say, at or in the top 10.
No, I think you're right.
9-3 record. I'm not saying they would be in the hunt for the CFP. I don't even think they'll touch that, but you've got to be in the top 10 if they go 4-0.
I think if they win those 4 games, they should be.
Yeah, 100%. And look at that, number 19, crazy, Tulane, representing the group of 5. That's not Power 5. LSU, your brother-in-law's alma mater. Oh, that's his alma mater, right?
It's not his alma mater, but it may as well be. He went to Louisiana Tech, but he is a huge Tiger fan, and so is his entire family. So
yeah, it's incredible.
He's got to be happy about that.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to LSU, Bayou Bengal Tigers,
and Doug.
There you go. Shout out to Doug. So the one thing that really angered me, I was a little highly pistified. The TCU fans' reaction. First of all, TCU, you've done a really good job to date. I mean, if you look at who you've beaten, beaten, who you've had, I mean, they've demolished Colorado, whipped up on Tarleton, beat SMU, hammered Oklahoma, beat Kansas, beat Oklahoma State, and you beat Kansas State by 10 and then beat West Virginia by 10. Those are all some good wins. But there were some people angry because they're undefeated and not even close at or close to the 4 range. I don't get it. I don't get it. And one guy said,
that's who they're playing.
Exactly. What have they done? You know?
I mean, if you just play JV teams, you're not going to go up. And I'm not going to say that about TCU, but I'm just like, it's more than just W's and L's. It's also who are you playing? Yeah.
So, Tess, one guy, I almost engaged with a person that I usually don't get involved in it, but TCU said if this was Texas at 8-0, they would be in the top 4. Well, of course they would be. So, but what I don't understand I don't understand it. And someone threw out the past 20 years, quote, Texas hasn't done shit.
Oh, well, whatever. You know, the thing is, Sean, all these other schools are always going to have something up their ass. It doesn't really matter. Even if Texas wasn't, they're doing better than us this year and they're still complaining. It's like, shut up. Just get over it. Like, whatever. Just keep winning games and then you don't have anything to worry about.
True. Just win. Just win, baby.
Yeah. Quit wrapping your jaws and just get on the field and win games.
And I hate when people overreact. It's just the first CFP poll. If you win, it'll take care of itself.
That's right.
That's all you got to do. So the guy who said Texas hadn't done shit in past 20 years, this is what shocked me. TCU has a better record than Texas. I know TCU had a lot of success, but they had some down years too, especially toward the end of Coach Patterson's run there. But this is what shocked me. 8 wins better in the win column and 10 losses less over the last 20 years. Does this surprise you at all?
A little bit. I've actually seen those stats.
Yeah, it just shocked me. I was not expecting to see this.
But also, again, okay, well, let's break that data down. Who have they played? Who have we played?
Yeah. The reason why.
Yeah. But, I mean, I have no problem with TCU, but I do have a problem with them bitching.
Yeah, it's society bullshit. Let's not be happy with what we achieved to date.
No.
And put it in perspective.
Let's just complain.
Cannot stand negativity. So the first edition of the college football playoff led to a lot of talk, and it does every year, to the point that everybody seems to think that we should keep the playoff the way it is. Not everybody, but a lot of people. It's going to expand whether you like it or not. And there are people who honestly think that, well, that's too long of a season. Well, Texas high school football goes 16 weeks. The NFL goes 17 weeks plus the playoffs. FCS level, lower Division I, Stephen F. Austin, that level. Division II and III, they have a playoff system. I don't get it. I don't understand the complaint. This is what our guy Sark had to say about. He's all for the playoffs expanding beyond the 4 teams.
Everybody complains that we can't have a playoff in college football with more teams because it's going to take away from school, but yet FCS does it throughout the entire month of December and into January. High school kids do it all season long. NFL does it into February, but we're the ones that don't. So I feel like our kids are fine. They're used to doing it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I didn't quite lead into that very well. Worried about if the team could handle that. Well, that's kind of soft. Yes, man.
I think they can. I mean, I think it's part of being a student athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, you're on the campus to be supported. Whatever your academic needs or other needs. And, you have to, it's a time balance and it's what you sign up for. So you got to play.
Yeah. Let's do it. We hope it's going to make it more fun. Let's say they go from 4 to 12. You honestly have the 8, and then the top 4 have first round buys. It's going to in the end, it's about money. That's what it's about. And excitement, eyeballs. I mean, how excited would you be to have, for example, Texas hosting a playoff game?
Oh, it'd be lovely.
It would be lovely.
It'd be so fun.
Real nice, Clark.
I'd be outside going, open, open, open.
That's going to be fun. That's what's good about college football. We need that excitement on the campuses.
We do.
And more eyeballs. Hey, we need some break. I might need some espresso shot. I don't know. It's been a long day. It really has.
A long day.
Hey, Tess and I are going to pick them. We're going to pick them and see where we stand. That's on the other side of this break. For all of your insurance needs, look no further than our primary sponsor, Jim Saxton State Farm Insurance Agency. The ATX OG has been insuring Austin for over 3 decades. And get this, Jim Saxton is a Longhorn legacy. He is the son of the late, great James Saxton, who was a Heisman finalist. Be sure to give him a call, or better yet, visit his website, saxtoninsurance.com, and tell him that the Stories Inside the Man Cave boys recommended you.
This is JJ Gotch, CEO of the Austin Gamblers, and segment 2 of Stories Inside the Man Cave is next.
Tess Sawyer, I think this has become your favorite part. We're competing. I don't know what we're competing for outside of pride and bragging rights, maybe a beverage somewhere, but this has become a lot of fun. Just picking them with Tess.
It has.
And I'm trying to find it, and I cannot hear this.
Okay. Gotta find that. Oh.
Look at that. 2 games separate us, and we're in week 10. Week 10. 22-18. That's not bad at all for you. 24-16 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out. We try to figure out some of the top games, but we've added, starting last week, a random game from the lower division to kind of add to the element of difficulty, level of difficulty. Let's start from the bottom and work our way to the top.
No.
We mentioned it. Tennessee and Georgia. It's actually 1 versus 3 in the CFP.
Sean, why did you go start? Dang it. I was like, good, I get to work my way down to that. Whew. This is a hard one.
It's really difficult. I'm what I got to take. I can't find a pen, so I'm going to put it on my notes app.
Okay. Ugh. I'm going to go with the dogs.
You going with the dogs?
Yeah.
UGA.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with. Man, I'm going with UGA myself. I do think Heupel and Tennessee are that good.
Right.
But they're going on the road. I think they're going on the road to take their first L of the year. I really do.
If anybody's going to hand it to them, it's going to be those boys.
Yeah. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Okay.
So,
all right.
The next one, Clemson at Notre Dame.
At Notre Dame.
It's kind of a tough one, too.
These are hard ones, Sean.
Really hard.
Ooh, okay. Let me think here. Okay, I hope Clemson pulls it out of their ass.
You going?
I know they're favored, but they can't go to Notre Dame and lose to Notre Dame at home. So I'm going with the Tigers.
You going with Clemson? You know, I don't think Notre Dame's very good at all. The team speed is not going to match up with Clemson. Mm-hmm. But if it's a little chilly in South Bend, Indiana, at Notre Dame Stadium, I don't know. Obviously, Clemson is the much better team. Okay? Mm-hmm. Clemson has improved every week. I think Notre Dame gets their signature win this week. I really do.
Woo!
I really do. I'm going to make this interesting.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So you got Clemson. I'll take the Fighting Irish.
Okay.
So here's a big one, though.
Uh-oh.
LSU, it's not championship caliber. Alabama, do you pick against an Alabama team who's now trying to figure themselves out and get back into the top 4? Or do you think LSU in Baton Rouge continues shocks the nation? Tiger Nation, you know they're partying, they're ready, they're gearing up for this all week.
Oh, I know.
Baton Rouge.
Oh, All right, I'm doing this for my brother-in-law. I'm going to pick the Tigers.
Oh my goodness. So crazy. I'm going with LSU and the upset myself.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
So we picked one against each other. I mean, one opposite.
Right.
So Arkansas going out of conference this week against a really, really good team coached by Hugh Freeze, used to be the, I believe, Ole Miss head coach. The Liberty Flames, 23 in the country, facing the Hogs, who have been on a downward slide lately. Do you bet against the Hogs or Hugh Freeze? He's like a riverboat gambler. I mean, they'll try anything, they'll go for it, and they'll sling the ball around.
I'm gonna go with the Hogs.
You going with Arkansas? You know what? My gut tells me to go with the Hogs at home. But I'm going with this monumental signature win for the Liberty Flames.
Okay. Liberty Bird Flame.
I think that's their mascot. They got a bird logo up there. I think that.
Not a flame. That's a bird beak.
Let me see. I want to see what they are.
I know flames look like bird beaks.
Liberty mascot. We're going to look this up.
Flamers.
Yeah, they are the Flames. Because that's it.
Maybe their bird is like a phoenix. Isn't that a firebird?
Yeah, they're related. His Liberty mascot's name is Sparky.
Sparky the bird.
Sparky the bird. All right. So the wild card game.
To win football, they're not going to win a mascot.
Sparky a bird. We're going down to Division III non-scholarship Trinity University in San Antonio, undefeated. Really good. They've had traditionally a good football program at that level. Facing on the road, Millsaps College in Jackson, Mississippi.
Ronnie Millsaps College?
Ronnie Millsaps College.
Ronnie Millsap has a college?
He does.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to go with Trinity because I actually went there during nursing school, and I got like we did like an award presentation there.
It's a beautiful campus.
Yeah, I have no other reason. This is what people do on game day. One time I dated a girl from there, so now I'm going to be like, yeah, I've been there before. I'll pick Trinity.
Trinity.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be hard to go against Trinity.
That's right. Ronnie Millsap doesn't have a chance.
So I'm going with the Tigers myself. So we only picked one different game. But what if we lose half of them? So this thing's coming down the wire. We may have to go through the bowl games and the national championship to determine this.
Well, I thought we were going to.
We are. Just want to put that out there if someone maybe I forgot. But yeah, I plan on competing against you through the national championship.
That's when it's going to be good, Sean.
It's going to be good. We got to have all these games.
This is just fluff, white noise.
It is white noise without it. God. Yeah, picking up a test. A lot of fun. I think Matt's El Rancho may be on the line here.
Oh, okay. All right. I see your style. I
like it. Hey, one thing that I enjoyed, I don't know if you caught it, but Sam Ehlinger, the former Longhorn and former Westlake Shap of the quarterback legacy, made his first start in the NFL as the Colts QB1. He pointed out a familiar face in the crowd at the post-game press conference, that being Cedric Golden of the Austin American-Statesman. I want you to see his reaction as asked his question about how so many people have faith in Sammy E.
Sam, Frank said this is not too big for you, and so Ryan Kelly said the same thing. How important is that two leaders have that much confidence in you as a quarterback?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Good to be seen.
Yeah, it means the world to have leaders on this team that believe in me and have verbally expressed that they have my back, and to be able to go out there and obviously we came up short, but to have Coach and Ryan knowing that having support for me, it means the world.
Just a class act. Class
I
act.
love that kid.
Love him. Everybody. I think if someone does not like Sam Ehlinger, you've got a problem. Not you, Tess, but
No, he is a good egg.
he's a good egg, good kid.
No
Shout
doubt about
out
it.
to-
And how cool for him. So
Yeah, I loved it. I think they were very conservative with the plan, and as they should have been with a new quarterback starting. I think Indy, if they stick with Sammy, they got some dubs coming up. And I saw a tweet, and I retweeted it, and I didn't know who it was. They said something to the effect of, Sam, this should have his brother, his dad with him for this. And everyone rallied behind Ehlinger for this start. And the responses lit up and said, yeah, his dad and brother are watching. They have the best seat. That was awesome. That was awesome.
That's so cool.
Now you were on a work trip. No, you were on a leisurely trip in the cold country, Detroit, Michigan. I don't know if you got to see the Cowboys this past Sunday.
I did not actually. I was at a cider mill.
A cider mill.
I was picking some apples and pumpkins, and doing all the fall things, and it was really fun. It was really fun. So no, I unfortunately did not get to watch the Cowboys. Cider.
Well, you were participating in fall-esque things as you should. We have to experience a lot of that here. We're not the dirty South, but we're in Austin, Texas, where it doesn't get overly cold yet. We don't get those types of experiences. How was Detroit, by the way?
It was really nice. It was really nice. I was there for the Michigan State game. So we were about like 45 minutes from Ann Arbor. Yeah. So closer to Ann Arbor than Michigan State. But it was really cool that day. I mean, that morning, people full on regalia. Like half of the city was wearing blue, half the city was wearing green. Everybody was kind of like, but everybody's really polite. The rivalry, you could feel the tension in the air. And like everywhere you would go, I mean, you could just tell it was like such a big deal. And everybody obviously was just planning their day around where am I going to watch the game?
Yeah.
And it was really cool. And I actually watched the game at the Detroit Yacht Club.
The Yacht Club.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And not pretentious at all. Actually, a really nice place. And my girlfriend's a member there, and they had a great turnout. Half the bar blue, half the bar green. It was so cool, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to watch the game.
I'm so glad to hear that, because I think Detroit gets a bad rap because of the economy and everything with the auto industry, but I've heard nothing but good things from people who visit.
I found it really nice. Obviously, they've faced some economic struggles. There's no secret to that. But the community was really nice. The people were very nice, and the time of the year was so nice because they were having an actual fall. Leaves were like orange and red and yellow and on the ground, and it just kind of felt like fall. And come back to Texas, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll put my bikini on. But it was nice. It was really nice.
No, I'm glad you had that trip and get away and unplug during a bye week.
Right.
So the Cowboys, speaking of bye week, they enter the bye week 6-2. They're rolling. Dak is getting his rhythm. Shout out to Cooper Rush for what he did for Cowboy Nation, but their defense suffocating, even though they gave up 29 and they just absolutely destroyed Chicago. A lot of fun to watch. And this is Micah Parsons, maybe the defensive player of the year right now in the NFL. The kid is
amazing,
fun to watch. And he has this message for Cowboys Nation as far as, it's bye week. Yeah, we're winning, but still a lot of work to do.
You know, it's so much football left. We got to take this bye, but we got to take it seriously. We got to take our byes, take care, get rest, so that way we got a tough NFC stretch coming in here. So, you know, we got to be prepared for that. So, and we got to make sure we continue winning that stretch.
Pretty simple, focus. But I was so pissed off, Tess, because Jerry and his son, Steven, did not make any moves for the trade deadline, which was yesterday. They didn't make any moves. And he had said on record, like a few days prior, 2 days prior, said that we are locked into this run. We're gonna trade away some of our assets to make a run and get what we need. And it didn't happen. I'm not saying it's not going to, that they can't win with what they have, but there were no moves made.
I wonder what that was about.
I don't know. I guess they can still make some moves, but it's more of a free agency. I don't know.
Maybe they just weren't. It just wasn't the right time. They weren't feeling it.
Yeah, it's a business decision. It really is.
Right.
Oh my God. So to uplift, this is not a regular thing, but there are some pictures that circulate that really, either provide some humor or people are talking about. So you've seen the guy on the chalkboard making the dry erase board with the fuck around and find out. Well, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
You have your Brinks or whatever security company with the sign out in front. I think this is ideal. You need this. I want that surveillance company right there.
I love it. I think that's great. The new ADP sign.
That's right.
Actually, I think I would just want that tattooed. I don't know. I think it'd be good just to have it. Like, that'd be a good T-shirt.
Yeah. Right.
Bumper sticker.
By fuck around and find out surveillance.
I mean, it's very trendy right now. It's like every other saying that goes around, don't worry, be happy. A smile a day keeps the doctor, all this stuff. This is going to, a year from now, people will be like, nobody says that anymore.
No. It'd be a good tramp stamp.
Yeah. Among other things.
Hey, man, tell me something good.
Tess Sawyer, you came back from a trip in Detroit. Rested, I hope. Good experiences. Got to see a close friend. You came back. Are you refreshed for this last 4-game run of the football season? Being a devoted season ticket holder for the Texas Longhorns, is that part of your tell me something good at all?
Yeah, it is actually. I'm really excited I'm excited the next 2 games are night games. Yeah. So I can't wait to watch the game this week. Sometimes watching the game on TV is, I'm not going to say it's better than being there live, but I will say it's a different experience. You can see things. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's why it's great, even if you go to the game to record it, so you can go home and watch it later. So I'm excited to watch it this week. I'm excited next week. I'm taking my little sister to the TCU game. So I'm super excited to go with her. She hasn't been to a game in a couple of years. Wow. So I'm going to wow her with all the, massive tailgating experience. And, and then on Friday, this Friday, I'm going down to see my dad, and we are going to just for a night. Yeah, but we're going to Worst Fest.
Oh, that's one of your favorite,
festivities,
if you will. Yes. New
So we're gonna drink some brews and eat some sausage and do some German dancing and all that kind of good
polka.
Stuff. Yeah. My dad can actually polka. It's
really
good. Yeah.
God, Gene is a man of many talents.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely a Renaissance man. The man can cut a rug and then some. And last year, they redid the Worst Fest facilities because it burnt down. And so I bought him a brick that has his name on it. That's at the entrance to the dance hall.
Yeah.
So he'll get to see his brick again.
That is all. That's a great gift. That's a great gift, actually.
They get to walk across his brick before he goes and dances his face off all night.
That's a fine American right there.
That's right.
That's a great gift. God, tell me something. So for people who are watching from if they're not in Texas, the Worst Fest is in New Braunfels, Texas. It's about an hour southwest of Austin, straight down 35, just north of San Antonio. New Braunfels Green, fantastic place to visit. Highly recommend it, but don't move there. Don't do it. Don't do it. We have too many people moving in there. But
that's right.
Visit.
Don't move here either.
Or Austin. We're closed. We're full.
Closed for business.
Closed for business. Give us a few years to recover from everyone else moving.
That's right.
I'll tell you something good. It was good to get away from high school football, college football, being a part. I did watch a little bit of college and obviously the Cowboys, but to catch up on things personally and obviously Tuesday night, November 1st, Greater Austin Sports Foundation. It was really cool to see the new Hall of Honor inductees. All three of them phenomenal people who contributed, and Jody Conrad, the legend, young women she has inspired over the years and helped create and promote Title IX, especially here in the Austin area and across the country. One of the inductees, Stacy Bruce, grew up in the Panhandle, idolized Jody Conrad, and she got to help announce her, and that she was like her idol growing, and she always wanted to play for Jody Conrad. It was really cool.
Love
cool
it.
thing.
I love it.
It's good stuff. And just a quick reminder, I know you're watching us now, but you can also spread the word. You can find us now on hornfm.com or the Horn app. Go to their podcast link, click on it. We're right there. We're part of the Horns podcast family. You can see Tess, myself. You can see all of our episodes, Stevie Lee, all the OG Man Cave boys, and some good stories that we have. It's throughout the years. It goes right to our YouTube page. Share it. Tell your friends about it. Holidays are coming up. Be generous. Show some love to people. Quit bitching. Quit complaining.
Amen.
Life is good. Life is good. Life is good, Tess. It's what you make of it.
Great, Sean.
It's fabulous. It's good to see your face finally.
It's good to see you too.
It's real nice. So for Tess, we're back after bye week. And for the OG Man Cave boys, that being the Hardball Hards, Big Mike Murphy, and Coach Mo, and everybody else who's a part of the Man Cave family, so to speak. This is taking forever to get up here to this piece of video. We out.